You can feel it happening already, quietly at first. And now all at once, companies are cutting jobs. Businesses are replacing workers with software. Tasks that used to require entire teams can suddenly be done by artificial intelligence in seconds. And for millions of people, this feels terrifying. Because for the first time in history, people are watching machines write, edit, design, answer customers, create marketing campaigns, and even generate videos faster than humans. Every week, there's another headline about layoffs, another company automating work, another warning about AI replacing millions of jobs. And honestly, some of those fears are real. AI is going to replace a lot of jobs over the next few years, probably more than most people are prepared for. But here's the part almost nobody is talking about. At the exact same time artificial intelligence is destroying old opportunities, it's also creating entirely new ways for ordinary people to make money. And the people who understand this shift early could end up building massive advantages while everyone else is still panicking. This is what happens during every major technological revolution. Most people focus on what's disappearing instead of what's being created. When the internet first appeared, people thought it was useless. When social media exploded, most people underestimated it. When YouTube creators started becoming millionaires, people laughed at them. But eventually, those technologies created entirely new economies, careers, and industries. And now, artificial intelligence is doing the same thing again, except this time the speed is completely different. Faster than almost anyone expected. Because AI isn't changing one industry. It's changing almost all of them at the same time. One of the biggest reasons AI is creating so many new opportunities is because it removes friction. Things that once required years of learning, expensive equipment, large teams, or huge amounts of time can now be done by one person with a laptop. Think about content creation. Just a few years ago, building a media brand required cameras, editors, writers, designers, marketers, and sometimes entire production teams. Now, a single person can use AI to generate ideas, write scripts, create voiceovers, edit videos, design thumbnails, and produce content faster than ever before. And because attention has become one of the most valuable currencies on Earth, people who know how to create content efficiently suddenly have enormous leverage. That's why faceless YouTube channels are exploding right now. Some of the fastest-growing channels online are being run by individuals using AI systems behind the scenes. One person can now produce what looks like the output of an entire media company. And YouTube rewards this heavily because the platform only cares about one thing above almost everything else: retention. If people keep watching, YouTube keeps pushing the video. Which means the real battle online today isn't about expensive equipment anymore. It's about psychology. Hooks, curiosity, storytelling, emotion, attention. The creators who understand how to hold attention are the ones winning, and AI allows them to produce content at a speed that was impossible before. But content creation is only one part of the shift. Businesses everywhere are desperately searching for people who understand AI tools because most companies are completely lost right now. They know artificial intelligence is changing everything, but they don't know how to implement it properly. That confusion is creating massive opportunity. Some people are building AI chatbots for local businesses. Others are automating appointment systems, emails, customer support, or marketing campaigns. And companies are willing to pay surprisingly large amounts of money just to save time and reduce costs. Because in business, efficiency equals profit. Another reason this opportunity is so massive is because AI increases leverage at a level most people still don't understand. A single person today can accomplish what previously required entire teams. One freelancer can handle multiple clients faster. One creator can produce massive amounts of content. One entrepreneur can automate parts of their business that used to consume entire days. And when one person suddenly becomes as productive as 5 people, income potential changes completely. That's why some individuals are scaling online businesses faster than ever before using AI behind the scenes. And honestly, one of the biggest advantages right now is that most people are still distracted. They're scrolling endlessly, consuming entertainment, arguing online, or ignoring what's happening completely. Meanwhile, a smaller group of people are quietly learning AI tools every single day. They're experimenting, building systems, learning automation, studying content creation, understanding online business models, and because technology rewards early adopters so aggressively, those small skills can eventually turn into massive opportunities later. That's exactly what happened with YouTube, social media, crypto, and countless other digital revolutions. The people who moved early usually benefited the most. What makes this moment even more powerful is that AI is lowering the cost of starting almost anything. Years ago, starting a business online often required money, employees, advanced skills, or expensive software. Now, many of those barriers are disappearing. One person with creativity and consistency can build things that previously seemed impossible alone. And while most people are still focusing on fear, others are quietly realizing that artificial intelligence may become one of the greatest wealth creation tools ordinary people have ever had access to. Another massive shift happening right now is in freelancing. In the past, freelancers were limited by time. A graphic designer could only design so many projects. A video editor could only edit so many videos. A copywriter could only write so many articles. But AI changes that equation completely. Designers can generate concepts faster. Writers can brainstorm and structure content faster. Editors can automate repetitive tasks, which means one person can now handle significantly more work without necessarily working longer hours. That increase in output creates entirely new income potential, but probably one of the biggest opportunities is education itself, because millions of people are confused right now. They feel the world changing, but they don't know what to do about it. They want to learn AI. They want to understand automation. They want to know how to survive in this new economy. And whenever massive demand appears, money follows. That's why creators teaching AI are growing explosively, because people are desperate for guidance during periods of uncertainty. History repeats this pattern constantly. Early internet entrepreneurs looked crazy at first. Early YouTubers looked crazy. Early social media creators looked crazy. But eventually the world caught up to them. And by then, the biggest opportunities were already taken. That's why timing matters so much. The biggest advantages usually belong to people who recognize shifts early instead of waiting for everyone else to approve them first. The truth is simple. AI will absolutely replace many jobs. There's no point pretending otherwise. But at the exact same time, it's creating brand new ways to make money that didn't even exist recently. New businesses, new services, new industries, new careers. And because we are still early, the opportunity is still massive. Most companies still haven't fully integrated AI. Most creators are barely using a fraction of its potential. Most people still think this is just another temporary trend instead of a complete transformation of the modern economy. So, if you've been waiting for the perfect moment to learn something valuable online, this might be it, because the people benefiting most from AI today aren't necessarily experts. They're simply the ones willing to move before everyone else catches on. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more content about AI, online business, money, and the future of technology, and comment below if you think AI will create more opportunities than it destroys.